This was a contest between elite snipers. The women soldiers had to defeat the men in order to earn the right to hunt down the German ace sniper. The first competition was marksmanship. A male soldier pulled the bolt, fired confidently, and hit the 9th ring. Next it was Tasha's turn. She aimed at the bull's eye and fired decisively, scoring a perfect 10. The other women also took their shots, each one hitting the bull's eye. Clearly, in this shooting contest, the women's marksmanship was superior. Even the officers watching from the side looked at them with newfound respect. The next round was concealment tactics. The women, relying on their smaller frames, managed to surround the men. In the end, the women won the sniper contest, earning the right to fight on the battlefield. At that moment, the women were overjoyed, completely unaware of how cruel war truly was. They were being sent to eliminate a German. This German ace sniper, relying on his own skill, had already killed more than a dozen Soviet soldiers. Soon the women arrived at the front line, but just as they got there, a German air raid struck. The women panicked, threw their rifles aside, and scrambled for cover. Shaking in fear under a wagon, they cowered. When the air raid ended, the women still fussed over fixing their hair. The colonel assigned to receive them was visibly impatient. The so-called elite snipers sent by headquarters turned out to be nothing more than pretty faces. With such timid behavior, sending them to the battlefield was simply offering their heads to the German sniper. But time was short and the mission urgent, so the veteran still led them into the trenches. Suddenly, Tasha was startled by a rat and jumped up. Luckily, the veteran reacted quickly, pulling her down, but Tasha thought he was trying to take liberties and jabbed him hard with her elbow. The veteran had to hurriedly explain that exposing oneself to a German sniper was no different from asking to die. Under Vasily's direction, the women snipers took up their positions, searching for the German sniper's location. But after observing the battlefield all afternoon, they found nothing unusual. Just as they were about to rest, a cook came to the trench to deliver food. Seeing a group of attractive women on the battlefield, the cook was overjoyed. He couldn't take his eyes off Tasha, and in his distraction, he forgot about the German sniper. He carelessly raised his head above the trench, and the German sniper seized the opportunity, blowing his head off with a single shot. This was the women's first direct encounter with death. A living life had just vanished before their eyes. But on the battlefield, mistakes were not allowed. The price of a mistake was death. Just as the women were still in shock, a dog's bark suddenly rang out across the battlefield. A dog was trapped in the middle of no man's land. A German soldier crouched low and crawled out of the trench, trying to rescue the dog.